Welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Tim, where you can't spell kitchen without Tim. Okay, today's Taco Tuesday, and I'm going to share with you a recipe that I learned from an old coworker. When I was in high school, I worked on a construction crew for a summer job, and it was all Hispanic coworkers, and we got along great. We were like this. I mean, they used to call me the American. They say, "Hey, Medicone." It was just a good time. And we got along so well that on my last day, I remember they all stood and applauded, and they loved me. Anyways, so some of this might have gotten lost in translation because of the language barrier, but I'm going to go ahead and show you what I believe to be that recipe. And let's just go ahead and get this out of the way first. I know what you're thinking. Tim, you're white. White people are known for making casseroles, and they don't like spicy stuff. Well, I find that highly offensive. But that being said, if this video gets 100 likes, I will show you a chicken green bean casserole recipe that will knock your socks off. We're gonna make these tacos from scratch, and by scratch, I mean all store-bought prepackaged ingredients. So I'm gonna use turkey, taco shells, nacho cheese for an extra authentic flavor, iceberg lettuce. You can use ground beef if you'd like to, spend half your night straining off all the excess grease. Knock yourself out. Have fun with that. Yeah! So first step is to brown the turkey. And I know what you're thinking. Hey, this turkey's already kind of brown. Well, I know from experience, guys, you're going to want it browner than this. It's actually harder to hold a camera and stir this than you'd think. We're going to turn down the heat on the burner now that it's all brown. Put it to low. Going to mix a little bit of water in here. And now for the secret ingredient, taco seasoning. Got this stuff at a little boutique called Costco. Now this isn't the brand I usually get. If you want to get the real authentic stuff, you get a brand called McCormick's, known for their quality Mexican food. Mix it all in, mix it even, nice and even. Since I'm pretty much a Wolfgang Puck level chef, I don't bother measuring things out. I just do it all by eye. But for people like you watching this video, yeah, you probably want to follow some sort of instructions that you're definitely not going to get from this video. Now the meat is ready, and we're going to move on to the shells and the toppings. Now it's time to prepare the lettuce. Now that step is done. Time to get these authentic taco shells ready. Now why they put them in 3 different layers of packaging, I couldn't tell you. Now you need to put these in the microwave for a little bit just to soften them up. I like to put it in for 30 seconds and then pull out. For toppings, I have salsa, sour cream, and lettuce. Some people do chopped tomatoes, but I'm lazy and I do not do that. The order of applying these toppings is a highly contested topic, but I think most people, the general consensus is putting the meat in first is okay. So I'm going to put the meat in first and then we'll go from there. See, a little pro tip is get the shells that have a flat bottom on them so it'll keep your taco up nice and straight when you're building it. So now, what would you put on next? Go ahead and write that in the comments, and then I'll go ahead and tell you why you're wrong. Next is the salsa. Put that salsa right over the meat. So that way your salsa doesn't fall off. You get a nice even amount. You can control exactly where the salsa's at in each bite. Okay, now this next part, this gets a little more up to personal preference, and your personal preference is probably wrong. The correct thing to do next is add the lettuce. So here's why I put the lettuce next. Okay, when you put the lettuce here, it adds a protective layer for the cheese that goes on top of it. If you put your cheese right on top of the meat, that cheese is going to end up getting melted. And when it's taco night, I don't want melted cheese. Now, if we're talking burritos, sure, I'll have some melted cheese in there, but not for Taco Tuesday, okay? So we have the meat, salsa, lettuce, protective layer of lettuce. It insulates the cheese from the heat of the meat. I'm going to put some cheese in there. It's coming along nice, isn't it? Whoever came up with the idea for this squeezable sour cream deserves a Pulitzer Prize. I'm telling you. It's so much easier than spooning it out. Look how easy it is. Bam. There we have a finished taco. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. That's not an authentic taco. I only go to the taco trucks on International Boulevard in Oakland at 3 in the morning, where you actually have to risk being shot in the parking lot just to get those tacos. Well, congratulations. Get off your high horse, though, because you're not going to sit there and look me right in the eyes and tell me you wouldn't eat this. And if you tell me you wouldn't, you're a liar. Don't you hate it when they take bites of stuff in these videos and they make those fake face expressions like it's so delicious? Yeah, it's a taco. You know what it tastes like. You ain't fooling no one. Well, anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my taco recipe, and tune in next week when I don't know. There's no rules to this. I can literally do anything I want. I just film stuff with the camera and I can upload it to the internet. So, anyways, hey, take care, guys. Bye-bye now.